So hello everyone, welcome back. Today I bring to you a fresh review of the Ifemeso 120 brush tip alcohol base marker review. I am so excited personally because I love alcohol base markers, and I'm so excited to do a review of 120 alcohol base markers. And I love that this is not in a clear case, but it's like more in a travel case. And also the funny thing is, this card or pamphlet that I'm holding right now, I thought that it was a swatch card, but it wasn't really a swatch card. And this set does not include a swatch card either. And this is like a cheap alcohol base marker review because I got these markers for very cheap. Coming around up to 35 pounds, which is really nice. And oh my god, look at how aesthetically pleasing they look because it's set up in such a way which I love. And honestly, yeah. So that's good. Am I supposed to take the okay wait. I'm gonna just take the grid out. Is that possible? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so something I noticed about these markers was the markers had like a, I don't know how to describe it, but it had like a nice matte but soft feel to them, and it felt so good. Like, I personally loved that feel. And also, you're gonna watch me struggle soon, so be prepared. But anyways, and also something I loved was the grid feature, because then your markers won't like move or swiggle swaggle all around. If you know, you know. If you get me. So this is what I meant by the grids. As you can see, they are on some sort of stand or supporting thing, which are the grids, and it's really good. And I personally think that it's like a really good feature that they added, because then your markers won't, you know, for example, Ohuhu's, they don't give you grids in their marker set, so the markers keep like moving or mixing, if that makes any sense. And ooh, look at this, I rearranged some of them to my liking, and this is how pretty they look. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna be swatching the markers as well, but yeah, so just watch me swatch whilst I talk a bit about the grid and why it is good. I think the grid is really good because, for example, if you own Ohuhu markers, then you know that the markers keep switching and it's like so annoying, and it's just not good. And I do not I hate that, but I like that they do this. And also, their marker shape is in such a they made it in such a way that it's like a triangular shape, so whenever you roll, it rolls on your table. It like it doesn't like roll off. It's still on your table because the shape makes it stop. And also, if you're wondering if the cap fits on the back, no, it doesn't. I did film it, but I cannot find the footage where it went, so I'm sorry, y'all. But the time lapse of watching the swatches was so satisfying in my opinion. Also, I tested these markers out as well. Here's how the testing went. And now we will get on to the actual sketching part. And again, I'll be using the same fine liners as usual. The Artline fine liner in 0.3 and 0.1. And the brandless fine liner in 0.5 mm. Honestly, these markers are so smooth and so nice. And I definitely recommend everyone to get these markers right away because, oh my days, they were smooth alright. Not only that, but they were so nice to use as well. Like, I loved using these markers in particular. Anyways, whilst I color my little drawings, I'm going to be listing the pros and cons of these markers and whether you should buy it or not. So first pro would be that they come with like a grid, which is really good because your markers won't get mixed up when you put them back. And the second pro is that they blend very easily. I know I didn't do a blending test, but again, the footage got lost as this is like 1 month old footage, so I don't know where that went. But when you see me color, you can see that the ink like is really good for blending. Obviously, these are alcohol-based markers. They're not water-based. And yeah, so another pro is that they include a lot of brown skin tones. And another pro is that the shape is in such a way that if you keep it on your table or you just roll it on your table, it won't roll off your desk, which I love. It's one of my favorite features. And the other pro would be that they like put like a very thick line of where the brush tip would be and where the chisel tip is. So whenever you just pick up your marker, you don't really need to search for it. You could just pop and color or do whatever you want to do with the markers. And yeah, those are the pros. And I don't have many cons. I think one con would be that they don't come with a swatch card. Like, that is one of the biggest cons. The other con for me is that the markers don't have a specific name, which me personally, I think that's kind of sad because like I don't like reading numbers. I like reading like names, and these markers don't really have that, and that is so sad. Yeah. And another con would be that like the how do I say it? Like, oh yeah, so the blending marker, like the 0, like the clear one, that one, it really like, it doesn't blend, so, or you could say it like removes color. Now, I've never used a blending marker, so I don't know what it's actually supposed to do. I've seen people use it for blending, but this one literally removes color, which is super sad. And oh, I forgot to mention this in the pro, but you get so much variety and so much color selection only for £35, which is so good in my opinion. And I feel like every beginner should get it and invest in this marker brand, because actually even after I used it on printer paper, which the drawings that you guys saw were on printer paper, it didn't really bleed as much as I thought it would, like other markers do whenever I use it on printer paper, and that is just so good. And another con would be that they didn't include many light skin tones, It was more of the browns, but that still is very good. I would say these markers are pretty good for beginners, and I'm a beginner myself with markers because I literally don't know much about markers, but I do love creating marker art as it just looks so satisfying, and it also, the end result is so pretty if you have the right colors and all of that. Also, my white gel pen, I saw this hack where you put the white gel pen in really burning hot water. Make sure it's not so burning that your white gel pen's like plastic melts, but it's pretty warm. And I soaked it in for like at least 5 minutes, and then my white gel pen started to work so smooth, as you guys can see. Like, oh my god, I love it. Anyways, guys, I think you should definitely get these markers, and for 35 pounds for 120 markers, that's such a good deal. Do get them if you want to try out alcohol-based markers, and I think it's a great deal. And yeah, just get them, guys. They're good, they're amazing, and yeah, I think you should trust Effimesso brand because the markers were pretty smooth, pretty nice, according to me, even though I'm no marker professional. But I love these markers. Alright guys, I think I've talked enough about these markers, and now that we're getting to the end, I'm gonna say my goodbyes. Bye!